Hello everyone, I am an hour late almost. This game, it had a 14.6 gigabyte update. We're going to look at that later. My God, I had to, of course, on Steam, you have to download the update before you can play the game, right? So I had no choice. That was what I had to do, right? And all day, no one on Reddit talked about it, right? So I don't know when the update was released. Maybe it was released like a couple hours ago, right? But I checked on Reddit in the morning, nothing, right? That said, I do provide fresh content on YouTube every day. So if you guys want to get notified when there's something new to watch, please subscribe and hit that bell icon. The bell icon is, it gives you those notifications 100%. The subscription does not. However, by subscribing, you're still supporting me. That said, we also have a Discord. That's our primary method of communication, and we have a merch store as well. Both the Discord invite and the merch link can be found on my website, video description, and the YouTube channel. Now let's get into the video. See, actually, let's do this. Let's see patch notes. There's many, but I don't think the one that I need is fixed. All right, where do we have patch notes? This is the patch. I mean, it won't be possible to look all of that, right? But you guys see here, ensure the go out with a bang achievement properly unlocks. Fix to ensure Niles is able to build explosive gel. Fix to prevent Niles from getting stuck in the first trap room. Warning prompt now displays on PS5, no one cares. Companions now appear in the player ship correctly. Ensure the player is able to interact with Ethel when the player has a low reputation with Auntie's Choice. And look at this. There's that one mission that we can't complete, but I didn't see it. But look at this. This just goes on like toilet paper. See, Ines now reacts appropriately to players' use of medical checks. There's so many of them. 14.6. And then come the spoiler. Those are the spoilers, right? Fix the rare bug that could prevent the rift lab exit from ever unlocking. That's a problem. The man in the moon mask will now continue speaking with you if you slink off in an embarrassed manner after surviving his verbal roasting. This allows you to continue the forbidden secrets of the undisputed claim mission. I don't even recognize those things. Look, those are all spoiler fixes. Then major issues and crashes. Fix a crash in the acoustics update. Handle a crash that might happen when a character dies. There was a lot of issues with people saving during actions, like when using an elevator or when using a lever or opening a door, where the door would forever be blocked. Addressed a rare instance where Ines would not properly use the console in the skeleton crabble cave during her quest. And then contents and quests. Objective beacon text during the quest, the dawn of a glorious betrayal now displays properly. There's so many of them. And then spoiler fixes, combat and system fixes. Healing totem beam particles no longer have a chance to persist after the heal effect is removed. Pacifist characters no longer taunt the player in combat. Zyranium cloud visuals in the Algic Menagerie no longer reappear if the player saves and reloads after they had been deactivated. There's a huge amount. There's even art stuff that was fixed. Moved light fixture that was partially blocking a convoluted death trap, making the trap that much more effective. That body is no longer separated from the wall in Paradise Island Overlands. This is just unbelievable. 14.6 gigabytes. Animation fixes. Removed static shot of space rocks at the beginning of final mission briefing, focusing on Val's pretty face instead. UI and UX fixes. Ensure character cosmetics are excluded from armor mod lists. Audio fixes. Montelli execution sequence dialogue now hitting dialogue loudness target. I don't know what it is. Removal of tags for Castilian and Latin American Live. We don't need to do this anymore. I just wanted to show you that there was a lot of fixes. A lot of fixes. Let's start. By the way, Google got an update as well. The interface for me at least looks completely different. I had a hard time figuring out how to set the title of the stream. Alright, so that's that. Continue where we left off. First thing that I will try to do is try to get Tristan. Tristan is a companion. Oh, okay, we are here. The incognito. Perfect. Let's go up here. We were on... let's go to Free Market Station. And apparently Tristan is somewhere there. Tristan is the missing guy. See this here? This guy is missing. So there was a 14.6 gigabyte patch. This is why I'm late. Don't you grab a can today?
Latest contraband came in.
Look like the heart. I just don't care why we have to buy our own weapons from our own merchants. We've got people who can build us better.
Like I saw a speech bubble. Let's check out the speech bubble. He's upside down. Oh, look at that. There's Tristan. How did we miss him? How did we miss the Tristan? How did we miss him? We were standing here all this time.
Stranger, seen my fix? Hope you're about to offer to rid me of this damn fool.
There is no ridding yourself of me save through violence, and any according attempt would be a grave error. I came to meet with the information broker for, protectorate business, protectorate reasons. However, I find myself foiled at near every turn. None within the protectorate would defy an arbiter and expect to live. Regrettably, I cannot make the locals see reason without rendering myself unable to learn what I seek.
Even polite entreaties don't see most getting an invite to the broker. And you've been anything but. See, you may have thought you said have an audience, but what you actually said was let him assassinate.
Do I look like a sentinel to you? No, don't answer that. My point is that if I wanted to kill everyone here, we would not be having this obnoxious conversation.
No matter what this fella says, he's not going to convince me to trust him. He's a walking security risk.
Walking security. Number one.
You suggest a partnership? An arbiter working closely with a third party is unheard of. But I suppose if I've no choice...
Interesting thought. Occurs to me there might just be something that needs looking into.
Let's hear it.
Within the Golden Ridge locale on Dorado, there's a refugee camp. It's unassuming, quiet-like. Most of the folks there just want to be left alone. They see to the few needs they have by working with the broker. But we ain't heard from them in a fortnight and change. Serves to reason something untoward may have transpired there. You see your way to looking into that, maybe we'll talk.
Number 2.
Great! Take the lap canid with you. I've had enough of his excitability, and so have my customers.
I don't claim to be pleased with the circumstances surrounding this co-investigation, but perhaps we may surprise one another. I'm Arbiter Tristan Rao. When I was an apprentice, yes, but not since. And certainly never with an outsider. I shall meet you at the camp. Let us hope we both arrive there intact.
Right. I want to track this. I almost threw a grenade through. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go back to the ship. Let's fly over there. 14.6 gigabyte patch. I showed like the patch notes earlier today. They are extensive. Let's activate this. I will not take her, because I assume I will get the Tristan there. Milver Street. Golden Ridge. There we go. What is this one? Oh, if I do this and I hold it again, can I put it away? No, you need to hold reload to put it away. Where did you want me to go? To here? Guardian Estates. Alright, let's go there. Yeah, YouTube has had substantial changes, at least for me as well. Are we going in the right direction? Not really. We need to go over there. Possibly we've never been here before. Like the trees in the distance. What do you mean? Take a picture. I think I know where that is. There is a... well, maybe I don't know where that is. If there's like a chapel up there, then I know where it is. Try to figure out how these work. They have engines in this direction, they have engines in this direction, and then they are connected here. That makes very little sense.
So you did come. Good. I'm not partial to working with those given to second thoughts. It seems we arrive on a desolate scene. I don't know what transpired, but whatever it was killed the refugees to a person. As an arbiter, I bear a strong stomach. But if you've any reservations about witnessing destruction visited upon the innocent, you'd best steel yourself.
No, I'm good. I destroy innocents all the time. Number 2.
I've some theories on the refugees' killers, but I remain unsatisfied. Although I am not required to do so as an arbiter, I would care to acquire proof.
I would care to acquire proof. Why is number 1 don't acquire evidence?
We operate under the Sovereign's indefatigable will. Thus, we do not need proof. But my training was somewhat unique in that it emphasized the value of thorough investigation. Let us comb the remnants of this charnel house. What sort of life was this, without the Sovereign's guidance?
A pneumatic piston, I don't know what that is. A robot station?
These people could have been saved if they simply hadn't deviated from the paradigm.
Deviate from the paradigm. Shock rod. That's nice, I use those a lot. Any cards? I wonder what murdered them. Other people or animals? This towering device looks as if it was once used to transmit signals to or from the base, but it has been thoroughly destroyed. Not even sparks flicker within its warped, misshapen frame. Engineering.
Shame about all this blood. I just polished these boots.
Just pick 3. I think it's the very first one that you can open of these containers.
Yes, that's an incisor.
Whether we should have been that time, I don't know. Disinfecting spray and sweet green. Only big cartridges. Let's take a look-see at... I thought we picked up Pinnacle Perfume Micro. Here. 450 and we have 550, right? This automechanical has been heavily damaged. The barrel of its integrated weapon is warped from heat damage. It seems its target selection system is overwritten. Or maybe the hack 3. Yeah, can I do hack 3? Hack 3? Hacky hacky? Hacky hacky hacky? The wavelength history is relatively uniform, appearing to indicate shortwave transmission at semi-regular intervals. One frequency, however, does not even remotely match the others sent by this radio tower. It stands to reason that someone tampered with the transmission array in order to send the signal. Well, I wanted to check downstairs first before we go. Ascending bourbon. Spectrum vodka. Gonna go around? Is how we got in? Looks like it. Well, in that case, let's go upstairs. What is this? I fell. Able to now go left together. What's going on here? Master Cubicle. Sculpting. there more to be done? This looks like a beautiful road. Oh, I think that's good up here. No, this is just decoration. This corpse has a series of standout wounds, but you are unable to gauge much about what may have caused them. Oh, there was another finding here. I think I'm about ready to talk to the guy.
I cannot help but feel a pang for these people, cut down without a hope of defense. We must uncover what transpired here.
Number one.
Inform me. Seems this base has seen its share of destruction. I maintain that it feels deliberate, judging by the still standing buildings. Was there anything remarkable about it? Thorough destruction scarcely narrows the list of possible suspects, unfortunately. Did you have anything else?
Number two.
Perhaps it might allow us to ascertain the final moments of the camp's machines. See if any final commands were sent before the camp's destruction. Sharp-eyed, aren't you? I noticed that as well. One destroyed automech in a massacre seems minimal.
Number two.
Someone visited much carnage on this place while leaving few signs of their presence. Did you learn anything by examining the body?
Nope. Number one.
I ascertained the burn wounds, but I theorized plasma damage, not electrical. Seems I must brush up on my ballistic know-how.
Number two.
That auto-mechanicals would fall in the camp's defense is logical. That there would only be one is not. Did you notice anything interesting about it?
Number one. The targeting mechanism was undamaged, but the parameter slot was empty.
Then it was fighting blind. Doesn't seem like something a defensive automech should be doing.
Number two.
Must be the shortwave, as we already found the long band.
Odd that our assailant would pay it any mind. Maybe holds the gravitational weight of your supposition and does so without basis. Pointless postulation wastes time and effort.
I'm done.
You're certain? You've combed the place to your liking? Then let us debrief and see if we can't deduce what transpired here. Have you any theories as to what killed these people?
Number one.
A good first observation, and one I concur with. Too little damage, no signs of traditional firearms. Have any theories about the automechs that did this?
Number one.
My thoughts exactly. How do you believe they were compromised?
Salt rate.
I may have a strong theory, but I do not have a definitive answer. Indulge me. How do you think the mechanicals were corrupted?
Number two.
I submit that the refugees predominantly used the local shortwave tower to control their automechs. The saboteur commandeered it and sent out an override. The only remaining puzzle piece is why. Why go through all this trouble to eliminate a handful of isolated refugees? Yes, that relay tower in the rear of the camp was clearly not built by the refugees, but stolen from the Protectorate, which likely means that they were Protectorate as well. The refugees must have used it to listen in on Protectorate communications, then sold what they learned to Sub Rosa. After the Vox relay's recent destruction, High Command would have ordered a security sweep of all communication systems. This outpost's relay would have returned a signal. Upon learning of this camp's existence, they'd have dispatched a sentinel to cross off any would-be traitors. Hence the destruction we bear witness to.
Number two.
I do pride myself on my thoroughness indeed, though not all arbiters feel the need to be equally thorough.
Now with that finished, we... Hold. Some things approach. Be ready. I suspect someone has disapproved of our inquiry.
Seems the
Investigating
machines
hostile
return,
intentions.
bent on eliminating any stragglers. To arms!
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Engaging hostiles.
I'll handle this.
Analyze
Hostilities or
hostiles.
adversary
Detected.
vulnerabilities identified. Combatant scanned.
Stay your execution. That was a hardy engagement. You held your own admirably. These automechs will never be used to perpetrate such heinous acts again.
Those robots were so big that I couldn't see over the dead bodies. You know there's something here. So the automechs came back. Doing good about himself, huh?
I believe we're at the end of our investigation. The prospect of sharing our findings with the broker isn't terribly appealing, but we've little choice. I will locate my wretched Sub Rosa transport and return to Free Market Station. Pleasure fighting beside you. Be sure you return to Free Market Station to debrief with me. Despite our work here, I somehow doubt the broker would grant an audience to me alone.
Good. Where's the shippy ship? Is this the shippy ship? No. Is this the shippy ship? No. Is this the shippy ship? No. Oh, hey, running. Incognito. Perfect. Over here. Thanks for joining, guys. I really appreciate it.
Just heard back.
The higher-ups finally decided to get buried the corpse.
Just throw up a little bit.
Greetings again. Hope that little day excursion you and I jawed about is going well. Libations or information? What's your poison?
Number 2.
The encampment had been razed. I'm sorry to say there were no survivors, but I believe we were able to uncover what transpired. I should add, your observations during the investigation were unexpectedly keen. Working beside you was a pleasure.
I'm surprised. Didn't know if you had it in you, especially with an Arbiter in tow. But you got what was needed. Not bad at all. I'd be happy to direct you to the broker. First, though, we've got a small issue. There's a malfunctioning lamp in the basement I need someone to take a look at. Here's a keycard to get you down there. You mind? Sharp. I like it.
Number
Thank you kindly.
5 points. Jesus Christ. 5 points. How do we get to this? This is the opposite of the basement. Opposite of the basement. This is going up. Here's a basement. armored suit. Belvedere Stouts. Oh, that's not clear.
Yeah, how about this? I recruited a Protectorate subject direct link from Bastion, middle of a Protectorate holding.
Think I'll congratulate you for risking your hide to recruit one subject? Forgive me for withholding my applause.
You're jealous of my charms.
Yeah, real jealous. So are the half-dozen ACAD execs I recruited last week. We're all just vomitous with envy.
Someone saw me. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. The guy stood up. That's why. The guy on the left stood up. Who's protecting me? Crabble? Biological overview. Alright, this is not a fucking good here, I guess. Just need to talk to this guy.
Anyone had asked me, I'd have put the odds of a live arbiter finding his way into my chambers at 1 in a few trillion. Good that you didn't come here for blood, Arbiter Rao. Barney would have sniffed it out and broken you in twain. And I do disdain mopping up Protectorate corpses.
Number one.
My apologies. Barney is sometimes overzealous in the guarding of my body. Though, when it comes to Protectorate arbiters, it is perhaps warranted.
If you know who I am, you must know why I'm here. My mentor died under vague circumstances, and I desire any information pertaining to the specifics of her death.
Interesting. That question appears to be at odds with High Command's public statement on the matter. Losing faith in your masters?
No. But I cannot shake the sensation that something was awry with her passing. If you know something, tell me. Please.
I could get used to this kind of groveling. Your instincts are right, Arbiter. Though we don't know the specifics, I received information that your mentor's body bore signs of a fight, and a nasty one. Someone killed her.
Number one.
I shall in time, when fewer prying ears abound.
If that's all, I think you'd best get along. I prefer not to sully my quarters with Protectorate lackeys. Live ones, anyhow.
And I prefer to limit my time with scheming blackguards. Let us take our leave from present company. Speak to me outside if you would. There's something I'd care to ask you.
He wants to join. This guy just hangs out here forever and ever. He has no loot. That's too bad. Thanks for joining, guys. I started late today because the game had a 14.6 gigabyte update. 14.6. On Steam, you have to download first, and then you can play. You can't play without downloading.
The role of the Arbiter typically does not require the assistance of others. We are expected to act as wholly independent entities. But I fully realize that had I not your aid today, my investigation's progress would have stalled and withered. During our investigation, I gauged your trustworthiness and did not find it wanting. What say we travel together?
Number 4.
I will keep to my convictions in any case, but I understand. What instructions would you have me follow?
Number 1.
Ah, I should have considered this eventuality. I will listen to your words, and I shall follow your orders. I will not assail enemies of the Protectorate without your consent, though I will not like it. But if my sense of duty outpaces my willingness to comply with an order, or if you attack my brethren unprovoked, our relationship will come to an abrupt end. Excellent. I hope our working relationship is most fruitful. I'm sure we shall discover much together.
Rubbing shoulders with Protectorate Arbiters now, are we? I'll reserve judgment. Hopefully, he can as well.
Let us be off,
The
Commander.
goggles look different. I upgraded them. Alright, where's the ship? How many, what's my skill point situation here? Level 29, 8 skill points. I could like crack up hack to 19. You have one more of these. It's a helmet. It's a melee weapon. It's a light armor. So we got something, I don't know what it was. Alright, let's take a look-see. First, companions here. Tristan. So, enemies are more likely to target Tristan, and hostile effects on him last half as long. Every 3 melee attacks Tristan activates. Oh, he's another melee guy. Causes aggression, forcing the afflicted to attack the applier. I think this one might be better. I don't think this one matters. Ziranium, we avoid like the plague. So they're goaded, and this is what? Temporary health. Alright, let's do this. Tristan. Oh, Tristan's is locked. Does he have any quests? Then we do this. We'll go with Tristan. Let's go with Tristan. I need to fly there, don't I? Who is this? Oh, this is Tristan. He's sweeping the floor. Alright. So this is where we left off yesterday. Here's another melee guy, so much like Asa. Alright.
Anchor's Run is continuing Anais' research from Winter's Grass. I'm sure of it. Best play along for now, until we can ascertain the best course of action.
Cal has greater security and alertness than most Order strongholds. We best be wary.
I wonder what people say when he sees me stealing.
No, is that Marisol?
The endpoint herself. I thought she was a myth.
Let's be on our best behavior. Don't even breathe.
You lose something down there?
Stop deviating from the baseline. This experiment seems a mite controversial, dangerous even, both in a physical and mathematical sense.
Your job is intimidation, not risk assessment. The Anchoress knows what she's doing.
Of course. Forgive me. Source of comfort rather than anxiety.
Exemplar, you may have noticed a higher than average number of guards at point of deviation. Without going into detail, our research is approaching a critical phase. The anchor's works must continue uninterrupted. Blah blah. You really want to go over here, huh? Ah, there's my two guys standing here. Good luck with that. How are you doing?
I won't think twice about applying the precise amount of force.
Doesn't have anything. Almost fell
Look,
down.
everyone! It's the endpoint. Come to join us, I take it.
I do have a unique interest in what you all are doing here.
Stop deviating from the baseline.
Hey, was that stealing over here? Because if it wasn't stealing, I'm taking it. That's stealing.
What is with the anomalous? Don't cause any trouble. The experiment is reaching a critical phase.
So you could everything is stealing. I didn't realize it was stealing.
What is with the anomalous behavior?
Whatever that is. Nice. Put a safe here.
What is with the anomalous?
The tree is pretty large. He doesn't have anything. It's okay.
What is with the anomalous behavior?
Come on. You don't have anything? He doesn't have anything. That was stealing. If this door doesn't open. He has a speed bubble?
That scum. That miserable scum. To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the Sovereign. I shall not rest until the Consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated.
Number 3.
Were they still the Protectorate, such would be a traitorous aim to entertain. But a Protectorate led by the Consul is no Protectorate at all. I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the Sovereign. But I will need to deal with those who strayed.
Didn't I explode the Sovereign? Number 2.
I hope that is true. Though I do appreciate the vote of confidence. I sincerely doubt this is the end of my thoughts related to the matter, but we've wasted enough time with my ruminating. Let us be off.
I am a longtime vocal exponent of your work, Intercessor Delgado. I hope you don't mind me saying. Go on up. You're expected.
And poof we go. What? The thing has multiple floors.
Doubt the Anchoress will walk away from the research lightly. They require some aggressive convincing.
Some aggressive convincing. Celestial Distress Beacon. You guys can read this. It's cool. Look on the other side. Nothing. You guys need to feng shui a little bit. To balance those things out, you know? Not to just like doing one side and not the other. Ooh, there's more. Orb of Pondering? Orb of Pondering. Bell of Orbital Redirection. Orb of Greater Pondering. Haha, that's the Greater Pondering. This is just the Pondering. This is the Greater Pondering. I have no idea what this does. There's something here. Pocket watch. Then there's a big package here. Alright, what do we have here? Meteorological Attunement Apparatus. Let's see. Telescope. Scope of Outrospection. Augury Focus Device. Folio. That didn't do anything. Pinnacle Pills and Terrain. Notice there's nobody
Oh,
here.
who's this?
It's glass. Can I kick this over? No. Alright, we have to talk to them.
Oh, yes, I remember you. We met earlier at the site of my former seclusion. I've heard much of your exploits since. If I recall correctly, you helped me prove my argument that pacifism always presents the best options. I admit I have modified that opinion slightly since then. I understand your actions led to Seer Wiley's unfortunate demise. Such a bright boy, such promise. And you're Marisol Delgado. We've never met somehow, but I've read your file. An impressive body of work, though often quite mortiferously inclined.
Less so over time. There were too many pesky repercussions I came to find.
Yes, well, to what do we owe the pleasure? Are you familiar with our goals? Come to join up, perhaps, or should I say re-enlist?
Number 2.
It was more of a disputation as a scholarly objection than a manifesto per se, but why quibble? Anchoress Chow is very much against it. Her accident was quite tragic. You saw the disputation, though. Tell me, what did you think? You read it, yes?
Number 1.
Surely you're aware of the myriad errors of our current presiding bishop and previous regime. One of whom shut down the division that operated here, the other squandered it. Our sect aims to end human suffering, sooner than later. We've taken great inspiration from your former department, from their methods and their science. To solve the universal equation in our lifetime requires bold action, clever calculation, and assiduous work.
Number 3.
Oh, you're an admirer as well? It's one of the very things that led me to agree to lead the efforts here. I believe it's the way forward for the Order. Bujold's thinking was unconventional, ahead of her time. Why, in fact, she's here with us now today, overseeing an experiment that proves her researchers' theories.
Really? Seer Bujold is here, at present, in this facility? The one we're presently standing in?
Number 1.
Yes, we're so very pleased to have her. If you thought her work before was captivating, wait until you hear the experiment she's overseeing now. The intent is to represent the building blocks of the universe within a test chamber, then extrapolate data revealing the universal equation from the micro-universe that forms.
Sounds like it could change everything, one might say.
Why, you should go see for yourself. As former colleagues, I'm sure you'd like to reacquaint. Go on. I'll call down to let her know you're coming.
Number 2.
Wonderful. So good of you to join us. We'll speak further after you check over Seer Bujold's work and the experiment concludes. Oh, so exciting.
Who's Seer Bujold? Did I kill her, maybe? Who's eating all the noises? Oh, noises. Alright, we're going to the research observation.
How much longer do you predict preparations will take?
Almost ready.
Isn't that her friend? Her friend? Well, let's talk to her before we screw this.
Head Intercessor Delgado, what an opportune time for you to appear. At the perfect moment to assist our experiment.
What in the endless void are you?
Shh. Comms off, but others are near. I need your aid before this ridiculous affair careens into disaster. Can I rely on you this time? Or will you already intend on scurrying away again?
Number 1.
The test involves 4 stations. Each represents one of the fundamental building blocks of the universe. Zeranium gas, macro-waves, nucleons, N-rays. All the usual stuff. That test chamber is where all are meant to mix. To simulate a mini-universe I can apply my theories to, pull data from, and deduce the universal equation in a reduced time frame. We know what happens if that's successful. So I need you to muck with each station's settings, then initiate the experiment.
Hold on. How... why are you even here?
I came to derail this line of inquiry in such a discommodious way that no one would ever consider trying it again. For all the aforementioned reasons of it likely causing, or at least queuing up and leading to, the end of all things. You chose to leave me behind, again. So when they came calling, I thought it an opportunity to sort it all myself. Yet, admittedly, at this moment, I could use your assistance.
This shouldn't be your burden. It's on me.
You don't get to decide that, or adjudicate, or coolly comment in a steely growl. Not falling for that 10th time. Help, or stay out of my way. I, for one, am certain. Even if I wasn't, now is not the time to dally. Sooner you start, sooner this will be finished. All you need to do is adjust each station's settings slightly. Things will cascade from there. Remember, subtlety is required.
Yes, if we alter the experiment input data in a less than delicate fashion, Brun will notice, I assure you.
The guards on the second floor won't appreciate visitors, so avoid getting spotted. Here's a maintenance key. Head down the vent. It's only the fate of the galaxy riding on it, so perhaps try to be careful.
Oh, we need to sneakily do this. Once I go down there, there's no recovery.
Anyone else hear that? No? Oh, just me then, I see. Important reminder regarding N-ray settings. I don't know how to modify the N-ray settings. Let's just go out here and see if there's anyone around. Oh, where's he going? Ideal Celnix 200.
okay, so reloading. Actually, maybe I should have reloaded the... Kind of worried that I could screw this up.
I'm no tenured archivist, but that sounds dangerously unstable. Oh well.
Malefactor ahead.
Yeah, I have to be subtle, but I don't have these skills. This panel connects to the microwave. Do not attempt to rewire the system and after the wattage of the alter the wattage of the device. Let's do this.
No? Just me then, I see.
P and Q are true if P is true or Q is true. Simple truth taken from German Path to ascendancy is not linear, so it says in a good textbook.
I'm not quite sure that I was really good here. don't know. I'll just try that.
Something wrong back there? Hello?
Actually, this goes through. I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe this is enough.
Minus two. Now you know just what to do. Start the cycle. It's Fibonacci. A sequence largely summing two preceding numbers gives us.
Let's see if that's it. Oh, I need to lock the settings. Hold on. I will reload and consult a guide. Because I don't want to do this like 5 times. Some of the stuff that I can do looks like it might be too much change. So this is called endpoints end. Endpoints end. Subtly what? Subtly modify the experiment settings. I cannot subtly modify. I can't figure out the best course of action. Here, walk through. Let's do that. IGN to the rescue. Oh, let's follow that. For example, people here. Alright, let's do that. IGN to the rest. Alright, here's the Zari near the grass.
A sequence largely summoned to preceding numbers gives us math that brings us wonders. Define recurrence relation, get up.
Anyone else hear that? No? Just me then, I see.
So this one is on. Let's go to 200 ball. That's the 400. That's the 300. So that's the 200. It's on. Off. Then we lock it in.
I'm no tenured archivist, but that sounds dangerously unstable.
Close the door.
Malefactor ahead.
Alright, one done. The next one, microwave.
Now you know just what to do. Start the cycle, do-do-do. Hard to get in a good sleep cycle. These constant permutations upsetting everyone's natural logarithms.
The best choices you might expect has the highest requirements to successful rates. You have either your science or your professor project to determine minutely. That means in the center of the room you'll find the weird-looking rock, which you can secretly use in the machine. You also tamper with the experiment without detection. Alright, let's do the rock counter and then. That's the microwave machine. No, I need a weird looking rock.
Indelibly eradicate algorithmic dissonance.
There's a weird looking rock. Let's put this one in. Place the weird looking rock.
I trust that is the sound of science going exceptionally well.
I'm going to lock this in.
All solutions proceed problems.
That's that. The next one is, let's see, nucleus. Ooh, I haven't seen this one yet. So those two are done.
1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
Nucleus. That's the
Indelibly eradicate algorithmic dissonance.
For this we need to do the following. We pick up pre-configured and the unconfigured smash one.
2. Now you know just what to do. Start the cycle, do-do-do.
of visuals for this one. Inexpertly configured.
Something wrong back there? Hello?
Yeah.
Close this.
Upsetting everyone's natural logarithms.
The next one is the N-rays. Alright, let's do this. Anyways, I need to do this called now lock it in. How do I lock it in?
If you're done, evaluating my work and all settings are final, enter the terminal.
Did it work? Did it work? See, Bourgeois, was it a success? What happened?
Hold the applause just yet. I need to run the numbers. I'm sending the others back up to you. They can describe the proceedings in detail.
I shall await their arrival. Anchor's Brun out. That is how these messages end, yes? If not, farewell.
The results of the experiment will be a career-ending embarrassment for Anchoress Brun. But she won't accept this lightly. We'll need to do more.
Yes, our next steps here will be crucial. I know this type of mission well. Granted, my targets were always meticulously well-researched beforehand.
You'll need to convince her, destroy her logic, end this research for good.
Interesting. All right.
All it requires is a forceful array of incisive argumentation, logical reasoning, coercive persuasion, and cognitive contortioning.
You mean one of our old brain-off maneuvers? Really? That's what the rank and file in our old department used to call it. Provost Bolding considered it a casual moniker unbefitting of an order scientician.
Make Brun give up on science, logic, and reason entirely. Then no one will ever dare continue the research again. Between you and Marisol, it should be a light challenge. Easy.
A brain-off against an Order anchorite isn't entirely without risk. We could employ certain other methods to deal with her. From our former department's playbook.
Oh, yes, a book you wrote titled Making an Execution Look Like an Accident. Despite the moral quandary ideally involved, unseen consequences still abound.
That's hyperbolic at best. Data suggests significantly fewer unpredicted outcomes than outright murder, if properly executed. And I'm quite capable of skewing results in our favor.
And here I thought you'd begun to change.
That's just really weird. Number 4.
Let's hear it.
Number 1.
Seems reasonable. Appreciate you listening. Murder shouldn't be our first option here. Too many drawbacks, both mathematically and ethically.
Honestly, I'm relieved as well. I have
What
been
does she have
trying
on
to be
her
different
arm?
from the person
Like
others
a heart
believe me
is
to be.
with a fan?
From the legend. If you're retiring as the endpoint, we'll need to find you a colorful new sobriquet.
Number 1.
But in the event you should fail, you'll need a viable backup plan, or it will erase any chance of success completely. The Anchors is housed in a test chamber similar to this one. It's been refurbished with some rather tacky furniture, but much of the old experimental apparatus remains. There is a hatch near the elevator upstairs. An external ledge leads to a vent system that can connect the two chambers. Doing
Vents.
so will expose the Anchoress to a
Vents
lethal
again.
atmosphere. I'll need to make an announcement afterward that an accident has occurred tied into the experiment.
For an extemporaneous plan, it's not a bad one. What if the Anchoress realizes what we're doing and calls for help?
I'll cut off her comms when she begins pleading. Oh, that sounds even more heartless when I say it out loud. Please choose wisely.
Let's go.
Here's the hatch key in case you need it. May all your endeavors elicit expected results. And Marisol, do keep out of trouble.
Oh, it'll drop a good save here. I mean, it will write the good save later. What do we do? Hatch key. Engine flow? Are we going up or down? Down. Oh, hatch here.
Stop deviating from the baseline.
What's the hatch? Was it on the fourth floor? I must have been on the fourth floor. The fourth floor hatch. Yeah, sorry for starting late. The game had a 14.6 gigabyte update that I had to download because you can't play Steam games without it. Where's the hatch? I thought I saw a hatch earlier with the cards there. Can we do this? Yes.
There you are. You saw the experiment through to the end, yes? The data hasn't arrived yet, so please do tell. Was it as beautiful as I imagined? Any inklings to the result? But perhaps I oughtn't to have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded, Well, don't just stand there. Tell me everything.
Alright, let's see. Number one, I guess. Should I do number one? Let's try number one. Actually, can I quit? No, I can't. Yes, I should have saved before. Number one.
Some issues. You seem like softening the blow. Was there a malfunction? Was there some error in the calculations? Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Step me through your understanding of what's gone awry.
Number one.
Really? In what way?
I can't do that number, but I'm supposed to. You need science 14 for that. This science? No, just science 3. Where does this say 14? Science 9.
Solving the universal equation demand, though. That said, it's true that we must guard against skimping unduly, to any extent that might introduce error. This was just a start. Such model, it simply needs to be revised and refined. You certainly seem to be making a lot out of this, though, one must say.
Number one.
I miss her skepticalness and insight. If we could agree on a topic, there could be little doubt in its logic and rectitude. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom. Oh, is one of you a seer now? Because I put considerable more stock in the prognosticate. Now, is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant.
Number two.
That's both incorrect and rather mean. Ah, the experiment data just arrived in my terminal. Allow me to eyeball it a moment. Perhaps there's something here to... There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure. Oh, come. One bad test wouldn't mean the sign. This has been a difficult conversation.
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add. There's a critical flaw in Seer Bujold's approach I think best illustrated by this English phrase. Time flies like an arrow. Fruit flies like a banana. I much appreciate this jest. Very simple, yet clever. Because in English, the word like can mean similar to or I prefer. And flies can be to soar, or plural of the insect. Through this perspective, it functions, makes sense, is humorous even. But in another language where words' meanings differ slightly, it does not. The framework we interpret the statement from changes, thus rendering it uninterpretable. False. Bujold's method of shortcutting the universal equation is much the same.
It lacks context. When you extrapolate the data from the mini-universe to the larger one, the information itself may scale correctly, but fail to interrelate. That is an interesting thought puzzle. As humorous as it is inapplicable. I remain unswayed.
We tried. Our fallback plan's our only option now. Head for the hatch.
What was that? You're starting to worry me. What do you intend to do?
Where's the hatch? There's no hatch, dude. Head for the hatch. Head for the hatch. Alright, hold on. Let's reload. Where's my manual save? This one here, right? Looks like I won't be able... I need to do... You can select any of the options ahead without lying until the data comes in. If you successfully sabotage these complexity just right here, you can select... Here, let's try this again. Elevator. Anchors. I remember seeing it earlier, but now I can't. Let's put a good save here. This is basically the same.
There you are. Perhaps I oughtn't to have recloistered myself till after the experiment concluded. What? Wait. Wait. Let's start from the beginning. Really? In what way?
This is science 3. I'd rather not give myself science. Let's try this one.
Solving the though. This, it simply needs to be revised and refined. Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue. Now is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. Everything we've done here is built off Seer Bujold's research, which is quite brilliant. That's both. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious. Could explain the failure. Oh, come. This is...
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add. There's a time I'm the freight like that. We try.
No.
What was that? You're starting to worry me. What do you intend to do?
Making any substantial progress on this. Can I just read
Tend to do.
Save? Let's give ourselves science 3 and see if that changes the course. Science 3.
There you... Perhaps I oughtn't to have Wait. Really? In what way? These are all... It simply needs to be revised and... Look, there may be some validity to some of your points, yes. But we'll improve. We will continue to stride forward. There's absolutely no need for all this doom and gloom. Now is that all? Because I think I've had enough of all this. There was some variance to the input data. Not far beyond acceptable parameters, but curious...
If I may, I have a point I'd like to add. Well then.
Reloading, giving myself science 9. I really don't want to spend 9 points, but I want to know if this is required to do it correctly. So science 9. Do I even have 9 points? No. So I simply can't do it. Alright. Then, burst attack. Should we talk to him? No, let's find the hack. Doesn't waste our time. Where did the patch do? There was one hack, but that's a different hack.
All solutions precede problems. Obviously, something.
I don't know if this makes any difference here. No. That doesn't make any difference. It's weird, the test assumes universal constants never vary, and I can't say that. Yeah, science 14. Okay, I think I know where the path is. Aha. Oh, there's birdies here that make noises, that's why. You don't have to go inside the
Fellow scholars of the Order, a tragic accident has occurred. During our recent experiment in Test Chamber Beta, we failed to recognize that ventilation systems had been left connected to Test Chamber Alpha. As you know, it had been recently refurbished as an enclosure for Ankaris Brun. She gave her life for science. Well, it's true that we found the related research deeply flawed, but she gave her life for the pursuit of science. As the experiment was a colossal failure, I, as senior scientist remaining, have determined we must abandon this inquiry and shut down the program immediately. Oh, such a terrible shame. Farewell!
That noisy bird. What do we need to do now? Oh, it's just over. Alright. Entrance level.
1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8.
I understand now why they say never meet your heroes, Intercessor Delgado. You've truly been an enormous disappointment. A key experiment fails and Ankaris Brun falls prey to an unfortunate accident right after you and your consort arrive. And we are all to believe these events are unrelated?
That's circumstantial and more than a mite bit paranoid. I expect better from an Order scientician. Even one from the Department of Applied Scientism.
Don't think I don't see your handprints all over this, Delgado.
I should have saved. Number 1. This is your first workplace accident and you feel guilty about it. Number 2, maybe.
I don't care that you somehow roped in Bujold with that little performance. I'm not buying it. The Anchoress, poor trusting soul that she was, may have believed you were here in good faith. But I don't. You're looking more and more like enemies to me.
Number 3.
The Anchoress was one of the finest minds the Order has ever produced. I'm well versed in manipulative prevarication from feckless mutineers. Try again. Or try facing a gauntlet of well-trained exemplars. I could always choose for you.
I don't know, number 3 or number 2. I don't want to lie. There's some speech check here. Speech 14. For science 14. That's not happening. Number 3.
Are you done? I know you're to blame. I just wanted to see how far you were going to take this. I can't believe Anchor's Brun fell for any of it. Fellow exemplars of the Order, commence hostilities!
After war, I shall fall.
Batten scan.
Replenishing.
Who's crying? Now it's no longer true. I really hope that you would have made it out without any bloodshed. That would have been so fantastic. What's this open before? I thought it was. Once we open the door, festivities will begin.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
Grenade.
Check your scopes for combatant analysis.
Fact-checking the enemy's whereabouts. Faulty impact. Combat resumes.
None shall win!
What the heck is this guy doing?
I have a fix on their weaknesses.
I can't seem to be shooting through this.
Adversary vulnerability.
Grenade. I thought there was a grenade.
I have a fix on their...
See that?
Reducing uncertainty.
Target analyzed. Lay down fire.
You see that?
Divided by 0.
Check your scope for combatant analysis.
Prosecuting!
Obviating.
Oh, where are you? You're out of combat? No, there is a guy. Oh, that was beautiful. That was definitely beautiful. I don't know if this is... Oh, that's Anais. Alright, let's go.
Didn't even try. I shouldn't be disappointed, but I've been thinking about who you could be, and forgot who you are. Always think you know better, don't you? I'd hoped you'd grown, become brave enough to face yourself before it mattered most. But no.
The credit or blame belongs to the commander here. It was their decision, ultimately.
Right. Them you'll listen to, apparently. Look, this may have worked out fine. I'll need to run the numbers a few times. If it did, thank you. Millions of people you'll never meet won't know how close they came to dying. If not, I guess the stakes weren't high enough you'd even once follow my lead. So hope we didn't just cock up everything. Before I forget. Here. Something to remember me by, I suppose. You'll never see me again.
Never see me again.
Thank you. Anais? Goodbye.
Number 2.
Oh, not really. Not right now, at any rate. Truth to tell, it felt like I'd been on a different path, but... Well, I don't think Anais agrees. Thank you for asking, dear.
Those with the mettle to execute are seldom respected outside the Protectorate. Sometimes killing is more merciful than the alternative.
I guess that's just to put it through. I don't have science 14, so that's just how it goes. That's just how the cookie crumbles. That's how the cookie crumbles. Can I look up? No, it's not like, maybe it's at the very bottom. I didn't even know that I botched this one. You guys are like... Alright, thanks for watching, guys.
Commander, it's customary to evaluate results after a mission of reasonable significance. Would now be good?
Sure.
I've had some time to cogitate over what occurred at Point Obviation. Some parts don't sit right with me still. Wonder if you and I might talk it through. A bit, yes. With the work I used to do, I'm no stranger to guilt and regret. Midway into my requisite sleep cycle is when it usually plagues me the most. You might believe Anchoress Brunn was a murderer, or potentially a herald to Cataclysm. Still, she was helpless, and we killed her. And yet, such actions were par for the course for me in the past. When my remorse for Brunn rears its head, it will need to get in line. Yes, Southworth was complicit. And now she's dead. I hope so, at least. According to Anais, we could have reduced the likelihood of that occurring by completing the brain off. It's not anywhere near zero, but it's unlikely. You were there. I'm sure you can imagine what might be going through my head. That is a reasonable understatement. When I first asked for your help, I envisioned we might speed up the solving of the equation, reinstate Anais in the Order, and more. So no, this is not how I envisioned events to culminate. In my endless internal calculations during my years drudging at the Zeranium manufactory, zero results led to this. In sum, I believe we saved everything. The numbers are solid. It is probable the future will live. Anais will live. I will live. We all will. Howbeit, separately. Appreciate you taking the time to talk it over, Commander.
That was good. Marisol pistol now charges her companion when it deals damage. Also, it deals slightly more damage. Marisol's pistol now extends the duration of hostile effects on her target. Also, it deals slightly. Let's do this one. Marisol's gains a shield whenever you spend gadget energy. That never. Marisol gains charge for her companion ability whenever she takes damage. Alright, let's do that. How about Tristan? Tristan is all locked. That's very unfortunate, Tristan. How do we get you going here? Very little loot. Alright, we have two...
Commander, a moment of your time, if you would?
Yes.
Commander, I'm glad I managed to intercept you before we left. There's something of utmost importance I wish to discuss.
Go ahead. Number 2.
I received a message from a close friend of mine, Virgil. He was my co-protege under the Supreme Arbiter. His message claimed he had information relevant to the Supreme Arbiter's death. He wishes to meet with me at the Vox Relay on Paradise Island. I did not mention it before, but believe it may be necessary to avoid shocking you later. Our greatest suspect in the death of the Supreme Arbiter is the Protectorate's consul.
Number 1.
Very good. I hope we shall see him at your earliest convenience. I feel this shall most certainly set our investigation into motion.
Alright. I have something else selected. It needs us a cloister. Ooh. Have you ever seen it? Looks cool. Alright, cloister it is. Thanks for watching, everyone. We have a perk point and 10 character skills. That's very interesting. I mean, the holstered weapon reloads. I think I will take this one here. Also, I don't know. This is hack 5, this is hack 10. Weapon hits deal 50% of your weapon's damage as shock to nearby enemies. So what? This is all crap. Alright. This is sneaking in front of Automax. And this is shock area of effect. They're all kind of crappy. Alright, where do I need to drop this off? Does it tell? So I have this one. Return to collect your reward. Return to Laplace's garden for your payment. Laplace's garden. I guess it's this one here. The archive. Yeah, it must be this one. Earl, really? Let's see where that does take us. Ah, here. There were two bounties before. Is there any cellars here? No. I know there's a no. Oh, let's go here, sell some stuff. The bounties only give yeah, this is the store.
Feel free to use the workbench. Just don't break it.
I want to do the detective. They detected me. Maybe from the outside someone is seeing me.
Feel free to use the workbench. Just don't break it.
I think someone from the outside occasionally peeks into the door.
Feel free to use the workbench. Just don't break it.
Yeah, I think this guy here is going to come. Where's the trader here? I know he was in a slightly bigger building. Maybe in here? Oh yeah, that's the trader.
Let me know if you're looking for anything in particular.
Alright, we want to sell because we have a ton of crap. Didn't we have one here? Explosive rounds. That's a rocket launcher, really? No, those are just mini rockets. Got it. Plasma SMG looks amazing. There's two of them. Get rid of that. This one has a silencer on. Ziranium ray, Zane's pistol. I don't like those. Alright, armor. You're going to sell any duplicates. Is this different? Yeah. Alright, Gucci, we have 54,000. Alright, so we did hand in two. And I guess locate order audio logs. Find the other mural pieces. Find copies of signs. Let's do his. Vox relay. Let's see. Shippy ship is here. Thanks for watching, guys. You know, oh man. Okay, I see. YouTube changed the user interface, at least for me. At least for me, I have a very different user interface. Okay, need to fly. Stop. We go to Eden, I suppose. Paradise Island.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once.
Yeah, no kidding. You come with me too. We do that all for you. I think I will drop a good save here. And then where do we need to go? I don't know. What does this say? He wishes to meet at the Vox relay. Oh, is this the Vox relay? No. Is this the Vox relay? No. Is this the Vox relay? Yes.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
The Consul is still alive?
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal.
Number 3?
I'm sure he only told you such a thing to lower your guard. All the easier to slide a blade between your ribs. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Let them talk.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you.
Number 2.
It's possible this is a ploy, and the Consul is on to Virgil and I. But if that is so, why lure me here, then meet me openly, when Perrault could have ambushed me from behind?
Are you mad? Because he seeks to lower your guard, then strike. Surely you don't intend to converse with him about it?
I trust Sentinels no more than you, but I am using this situation to gather information, which I would expect you would also do if you weren't so focused on haranguing me.
Number 1.
I appreciate the support. Though we are not related by blood, I suppose we are just as wont to bicker with one another as true brothers.
Conversation is not likely to distract me from my purpose. I am here to kill no one, but unless there has been some kind of mistake, you must still submit to me.
I don't have any ideas on number 1, so I will do number 3.
This conversation is a farce, but Tristan and I are equals. I wish not to act without his agreement.
For my part, I may suspect the Consul's agents, but I do appreciate that the circumstances of their role is unique. If a fellow Protectorate citizen engages me in combat, I am within my rights to defend myself. But this Sentinel has come to me openly, under the norms of Protectorate law. From his perspective, I could almost see his point.
Number one.
Quite right. What do you have in mind? Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the console summons. Commander, one can't just be recruited as an arbiter. You're designated from birth as one, and raised accordingly.
Ah, I see. That was an attempted scheme of some sort. I'm afraid I cannot allow your attempted subterfuge. We must do battle.
So much for your plan. Violence it is. Sentinel, I accuse you of impersonating a senior arbiter and threatening to unlawfully incarcerate another. I find you guilty on all counts. Prepare for absolution.
I had dearly hoped your refusal to meet the consul was not rooted in traitorism. But it seems I was wrong.
But I shall not submit to execution!
That's that. Let us search the body. Perhaps we might find more information on why he was sent here.
Sentinel, your orders are as follows. Encounter Arbiter Rao. Interrogate Arbiter Rao.
Resolving this situation directly was the proper move. I shudder to imagine what that sentinel may have wrought unchecked. Did you find anything upon his body?
We did. It seems he was looking into the Supreme Arbiter's death. He sought to follow a lead on one Oculus collating post after confronting us here.
What? That can't be. Why would the consul look into his own crime? He must be seeking a patsy. Or this is a convoluted attempt to lure us into a trap.
The consul expected us to kill his agent, loot the body, and thus prepared a trap for us elsewhere? Convoluted is certainly the operative word. We must investigate.
Let's get moving.
Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.
Yeah.
No, we went here, I just didn't find that place.
Yeah.
Investigate Oculus collating post. Is that here? Oh, we are like in some kind of cell. Oh, what now? Oculus. Let's check the nav console because it will tell us where it is. Oh, it is something completely different. And something completely new. Huh. Hey, isn't that the thing that we sent in outer space? But it must be a different one. Ours was called what? Let me see. How long have I been playing? 2 hours 38 minutes. Sorry, the game had an extensive update today. $14.6 gigabytes update.
I recall this place. These stations have been automated since my day, though this one has certainly accrued dust. Odd that it would be in a state of lockdown. I have a general override that should allow us entry, but anything specific to local systems, including security systems, may be beyond me. Places? These security measures should not be operational. The station seems to be on reserve power. We best tread carefully.
Good old Katarina. There you go. What's up there? Drop rod. I guess we are going to call it a day here. Let's see what we can do tomorrow.
Auntie's management can't be happy you
That's
set
the
Ueniac
main
to
menu.
be order personality. And when management's unhappy, I'm happy.
That's the main menu. Can't believe this. Alright everyone, hope you guys enjoyed that. Sorry, there was a huge update, 14.6 gigabytes. In the beginning of the video I showed like a whole bunch of, like hundreds of bug fixes. Hundreds. It was epic, right? It took, I think we were delayed by almost an hour, right? So it took quite a long time to get this downloaded and installed. Apologies for that, but I checked on Reddit, and as of noon there was no one talking about the big update. Maybe I missed it, maybe the update came later in the day. That said, I do provide fresh content on YouTube every day, so if you guys want to get notified when there's something new to watch, please subscribe and hit that bell icon. The bell icon is what triggers notifications 100%. The subscription does not. However, by subscribing, you're still supporting me. That said, we also have a Discord. That's our primary method of communication. This is where all the updates show up. And even if I'm delayed by 10 minutes, I will post on Discord and will let you know. Just check the general chat, right? Both the Discord and the merch store can be found on my website, DVUs, and the YouTube channel. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you guys tomorrow.